Sebastian Mack his first, and now a blocking foul on O'Neal, and that's through missing the last 2 games. Didn't start, but has come off. Will be Johnson getting an extended rest with his 2 fouls as well for the Bruins. And Mack talking to our Randy Richardson. He's telling me how great the environment for the Maryland Marquette game the other night was. Called Here's Griffin, who had the 12 early points for Idaho State. Knocked away for a moment by Perry. And the scramble creates a look for Bergen, and he hits the 3.
Unlucky for UCLA.
Open looks for Daly, and he's got it. His second of the game. He's perfect. New play callers everywhere for both those teams. Dana Holgerson's the Wisconsin this weekend. First bucket of the night, first points of the night for Trent Perry.
I think it's important to keep this at 10 or less. It gives themselves.
Perry to Stefanovic for the quick release.
See that? So when he gets in traffic, his base isn't strong enough yet to hold his ground. So he gets knocked off on, obviously, that big guy that's down in Memphis, but ran into a tough Marquette team last night.
Tough.
You better be a good foul shooter. So why would you try and get fouled if you can't make free throws? I've never understood that. There's guys that draw fouls all the time. Contact, try and play through contact to get to the foul line, but they're not very good fouls.
Under the 13-minute mark of the first half.
Dylan Andrews starting the second half for UCLA.
After not starting the game.
And getting pulled after 30 seconds.
He only played 4 minutes in the first half. UCLA +1 on the boards. Bilodeau, that's pure.
I like that.
And it's the 7th turnover of the night for UCLA.
Kind of what I'm saying. Daly forced that a little bit. Where were you going with that dribble?
Nice move by O'Neal inside, and the cleanup for Evan. Points late in that first half. Here's Johnson, and he hits the 3. And so he'll sit down. One of the leading scorers for Idaho State did not score in the first half. Mack cut off. Bilodeau wants it. Bilodeau faces and fires and in and out. But there's Johnson.
The defender gave you the space. Knock it down.
Hollenbeck does that. Mack, aggressive, and he draws the foul, but he's in a lot of pain on the floor right now. Part of the second half of a 6-game homestand.
Zaga are in December as well.
Johnson, good position and the score. And it's, you know, of sorts a rivalry, I would say, competing for conference championship.
And I think both teams, Oregon and UCLA,
close to getting something to go down. Here's Daly looking to create, spins back and swishes. It's his second kind of off the dribble turnaround jumper of the night too. Nice attack from Hollenbeck. It's hard to tell, you know, all these games we're playing these big time games on the road. Griffin, that's his first bucket since here in the second half and grabbing that rebound.
See, when Bilodeau gets that deep, he's easy to double.
Ball moving on that possession. Bilodeau's asking for it because he's got a mismatch underneath.
See, now he's the other guy on the high low.
Kyle gives it to him, and Bilodeau has 15.
I like it.
4 rebounds in this game for Bilodeau. He wants it again. He cuts it loose, and he hits another 3.
Coach McCronin, I was just watching him. He made sure Dylan Andrews knew that Dylan Darling was left.
If Idaho State has any hope of getting back in this thing, they need Dylan Darling to get hot. He's gotten some looks today. Just can't get a team.
But you wonder the way they play when you get down.
Here's Trent Perry. And there is a 3 for Dylan, and that's my focus.
Well, he won a lot at high school, that's for sure, at Harvard Westlake.
Bilodeau asking for it.
Nice, I like that.
And here's Perry. And and he connects.
Everybody wants what?
Nice back. Will Kyle, who was in a dogfight under the basket for that rebound, got fouled and goes to the line.
Not really. It'll be that, getting offensive rebounds and trying to go back up and score.
He almost. Darling trying to get away from Trent Perry for a moment, and he does, and he hits the three. Daly, no. Doesn't get easier than that.
Well, second time tonight, miscommunication.
Got 6 boards to go with those 16 points in this game. Daberco, nope. Perry passed up the three and drives it all the way in.
Team last year. He's not, when Dylan Andrews is healthy, he's not even starting. That looks right.
They've given up, what, 19 points in this second half. Darling may be getting going. Oh, like John Tonje did the other night.
If he gets 10 more free throws in this game, I'm leaving.
Something to watch for.
Yeah. Guy Haberman finishing the game by himself.
Dylan Darling has flipped the switch. Jaden Brown, and he cans that jumper. And Mack is at the line. Okay. 13 of 14 to work. Schedule every game. There's a goaltend, and the basket counts for Idaho State. There's Andrews too short, and down to the ground with it, but out of bounds when he was last 5 shots down. Daberco make it 6 straight buckets.
We know one thing: Mick Cronin's going to get it out of his play. They're going to compete. They're going to guard. Other side, again, if that three-point percentage can catch up, I just really think incorporating this many new players.
5 players on the bench, 4 of them brand new to this team, right? There's Bilodeau on the left of your screen, Kobe Johnson from USC, Bilodeau from Oregon State. Is 16 in this game. But Stefanovic is yet to score. He gives it to Bilodeau, who now has 20. Conference play mentioned earlier begins with Washington and Oregon in December. The first sort of new matchup for UCLA will be at
Post, give himself some space, and then operate.
And Mack goes all the way to the rim and scores. And it comes to Brown in the corner. Back to Bergen, and he converts. Twice as many trips to Southern California as they've played home games, Idaho State this year.
To fund your program, but it's also hopefully you're getting better, playing a higher level of competition.
Chance to come to Pauly, and you get a shot at the UCLA Bruins. Jaden Brown hits a 3.
Just a different level. High major conferences get bigger guys that are more athletic and probably a little more skilled.
Mack with 20 points tonight and 15 free throws. A road game at Oregon. Big Ten play will begin for the Bruins at the end of this homestand. That 3 is good for Daberco, so he'll leave the. And Sky Clark will dribble it out. UCLA led by as many as 28. And when it's all said and done, a 14-point win over Idaho State. Mick Cronin's group has won 3 in a row.